afternoon, everyone. Hope you're well. We'll take a share answer questions, please, with mics to the side of the room. Just let the embargo towards the end for 10:30 p.m. on Saturday evening. Please just bear in mind it's a Sunday embargo in a busy room. We'll start with PLP, please, in the room. Yep, guys.
Hello, can I see you again? Hope you had a happy Easter. If I could start with injuries updates, please, if I may. Ruben actually got injured in his reverse fixture, didn't he? How's he doing?
He's getting better. He's not ready for Sunday.
Do you have a time frame? No. John Stones, calf. I know he was on the subs bench. Is he ready for minutes? He was out again, wasn't he, last
Today
time?
maybe we'll do partial training. Let's see.
And Matteo?
Kovacic?
Sorry.
Yeah, it's fine.
And Josko, I know it's probably a little bit longer for him, but just how is he doing?
He's getting better too, but still isn't close.
Great, thank you for that. April historically has been really good for you and Manchester City, certainly in terms of points. I make it you've won 28 of the last 31 in the Premier League in the month of April, 2.5 points on average game. So, is it possible to describe what, if anything, changes in this month that is so markedly different than the other months?
Hopefully we can do a lot of points. It's the situation that we are in the Premier League, so we need to do all of them. Otherwise we will not give us a chance to try it until the end. So we need to do a lot of points. We were not consistent enough during the season to draw points that we should take it, and that's why we're in the position that now we can do it differently.
Okay. Just on that, does April bring anything more out of you? Do you feel more excitement when this time of the year comes around in the season?
No, I have a lot of yellow cards, that is how excited I am. So no, not just for April. During the season I had good energy, and I have still have good energy.
And Arsenal are top play in the kick-off tomorrow. This time in the season, does playing before and the team was challenging could make any difference?
We have to do our games, and before the later. Now remaining few games for the Premier League to win every single.
Hi Pep. Pep Lijnders said after the Liverpool game that every good story comes to an end, and that he hopes Bernardo Silva has a good farewell. Has Bernardo told you that he's leaving?
I don't know, I'm so happy with Bernardo because a month ago I said, you take a decision, I had to be the first to tell me, and didn't say to me anything yet. So I think the proper one must be Bernardo. I don't know how very said, to be honest, because I said joking, so tell me, I deserve it, but didn't tell me. So I don't know what's going on.
No player has played more for you than Bernardo Silva. What has made him so special?
Again, so it's really good in all departments. Played out of games because we have been 9 years together, no injuries, never. I would say is outside and he's playing different positions. He's so smart and great every moment with the action the game require. So that's why, when you play a lot of games, it because give us a lot of trust and confidence what is going to perform.
Can I just ask about Bernardo's different positions? There was a game at Chelsea in 2021 where you won 1-0, Jesus scored. I think it might have been the first time Silva played alongside Rodri. And obviously you'd sort of signed him as a winger from Monaco. Can you talk about his sort of progression positionally over the years?
No, it's not about the progression. There are players that so one of the jobs I think as a manager, every player who play except the keeper in all the positions. That means you understand the game, you have the physicality to adapt to many positions and especially intelligence to play in the positions. And of course a winger in the year of the treble, the decisive part of the season plays a winger all the time. And attacking midfield I can play, but he's not a player like me. I would say a lot of balls or runners in behind, but he's intelligent to read the tempos of the game. And I like when he's involved in all the process, especially in the first part of the pitch. And maybe he goes old, and normally when you get old, you go back and back and back positions. But yeah, as a player, he can play in everywhere because he's so smart. The biggest detail of Bernie is he's so intelligent, so smart, reading what is going on, what you have to do. And not all of them have this ability. The other players have another complete ability, much better than Bernie, but in that terms, that's why intelligent players are like to play in the middle, because read what's going on or what's happening.
But I think when he did drop in further back for the first time, it was a bit of a surprise to people, because obviously we were all used to seeing him high up pitch. What is it about him that you felt that he could excel
In the training
How long?
sessions, you see in the trainings, and you see you need more touches or more control or whatever decision. I don't remember that. It was the first time, 2021. 21, I don't remember, a long time ago. So, but I during the training sessions, the ability, capabilities that they can do, they move. I said, okay, that guy for what can adapt in that position, and that's why we was right.
Pep, is Bernardo the perfect captain? He seems like a
Yeah.
natural leader.
The best decision I made this season.
How does he compare to some of the other captains that
Have
you
been
work
good
with?
too. The previous ones have been good.
Yeah.
Don't tell me this better when the other ones, because everyone is everyone, but everyone, captain is simple. You think the team comes first, you know? Sometimes the politicians say something like that, you know? Country comes first, and after never comes first. So Bernardo is what it is. So most of the captains I had always you have to think what the team require, and not all of them can be possible. And normally it happens when in a good moments everyone the team comes first. But in the bad moments is when you have to be. You know?
How much
When it's
credit?
against you personally, you know, in terms of playing, in terms of something like that, and you put the team or the club, organization first. And not all of them is able to do that.
So how much credit does he take then for being the leader in this season, where there have been some difficult moments, and yet you have a trophy in the cabinet, you're in the semi-finals?
Last season was the biggest example.
Yeah.
What I've said last season was the toughest one. I don't understand why, or the reason why everybody knows it, and always was there. Leading by example, because always playing, always training, showing good, and that was.
Sorry, another one on Bernardo. You know how good he is. Obviously, you've spoken a lot on how good he is. We all know how good he is. We've seen him all this last sort of 9 years. But he never really seems to be mentioned in
Why
the
does it
kind
look
of,
so far well at press conference? You don't sound it, looks like.
he never really seems to get mentioned in the kind of mix when it comes to individual awards. Is he underrated because he puts the? Is he underrated? Is that because he kind of puts the team first, like you said?
No, because the way, you know, is not the tallest one, it's not the most one, the best goal one, it's not, I don't know, make 50 goals a season, or make it 50 assists a season. You know, it's this type of play that everyone spotlights and everybody talk about. But always that's what I think, my point of view, from 9 years I know him quite well, what the team requires. And for the managers, so it's me I've been, but have been with another managers, and all the managers will say, I'm pretty sure that the same I'm saying, how much the manager can love him because always is thinking he's incredibly competitive, have a fire inside, always. In the toughest moment, biggest stages, he's always there. Because I said many times, so big games is not about playing good or playing bad, it's being there, be yourself. I'm not afraid of. And Bernie, all these attributes had since the day one he arrived from London. So it has been an incredible side for us. Incredible. Love, honestly, because I love this club amazingly, so I would love he could stay and finish his career here, but I don't know if he's going to decide what he's going to decide, and also the club. I think announce all of you, the media, fans, and everyone. This is his decision. but have been an incredible side. So the numbers and the minutes and the titles, and especially that in bad moments. I justify and I define the players in the bad moments when everything is difficult, how always may step up and say, I'm here to help.
Hi, Rayan Shirky is an interesting character. The last game he put on Ekitike's shirt, only for a sec, but he did do it. Because sometimes he's a little bit, we're saying he's showboating, messing around, but also he's an unbelievable player. What's your view about him generally? I mean, do you care about sort of maverick stuff that he does?
I think it's a little bit free soul. You have to understand, every player is completely different. You have to give them a little bit this kind of... I'm really surprised. So it's one of the most unbelievable talent players I've ever seen. It just, you know, it just in the future, hopefully can stay for longer because have the attributes to be in the top teams players. It's the attribute that has difficult to find. Is the same with very difficult moments, in a lot of pressure, like a friendly game. So it doesn't matter, and that is so difficult to find. It's the most, I think, as a manager or a sport director, the biggest attribute I would like to find in the players, like a team sign. It judges when you have a lot of time here, how will he behave to see humble enough to stay work for the team. Okay, this is my role, I'm going to do for the team. But the impact in the first season in the Premier League, in terms of assists, goals, and his, you know, being angry, don't play because I want to help, and these kind of things surprise me a lot. I'm really incredibly pleased for the first season here in the Premier League. And there are many new players and many new things, being the way he played. He played good in the beginning, but when he played in the beginning or during the season 10 minutes, 15 minutes, 20 minutes, his impact on these 50, 20 minutes all have been massive. Always create something, always give something. But he's not a guy, he's a little bit, you know, shirt for Liverpool, so he's conscious to do it, and you have to understand it. Everyone is everyone, and a little bit you have to leave them express themselves always, who they are.
Other teams tend to have one flair player, let's say De Bruyne, David Silva, going back to Basel. I could go on. So do you think Shirky has the potential to maybe be that next player for you?
Yeah, I have to be the equality in the final third. That's why I always say the men sometimes go to ask the ball to the keeper. I said, no, I don't want you there. You know, because in the final third always they have something that I like them a lot with attacking players, like how they play with the rhythms. So accelerate. Immediately attack and have to stop, and everybody stop and have to accelerate again. These players have this ability to play with the rhythms for their opponents. They have the vision to extra pass. That for me define the best. One guy can be incredible fast, but if he doesn't know to stop and accelerate again, never will be a top player. Jeremy go and stop. That players are really good. The Chunky, that is extraordinary, but really extraordinary, because he's accelerated, stop, all the defenders stop, and after have the ability to make a pass and assist and shoot. And that's why we need him close to the final third, to his talent, you know, help us to assist, to shoot, to goals, because it's his biggest strength.
We didn't see you after the Liverpool game, but how pleased were you to see Erling scoring again and looking like he's got himself again?
A lot.
Yeah, he was
so
given a week.
important for us until November. I was saying in November, his goal scores was how is that? He's a machine. I like especially the second one. You make a movement, of course the space between Konate and Dijk was big, but you make a movement to the first post, the new post. So yeah, really good.
He was given a week off by Norway after the Carabao Cup final. Did you think he needed that sort of break to reset for these last few weeks and the World Cup?
No, everyone needs a reset, but sometimes with the reset they have not been like that. So it's always in the mindset, and you know how positive you are. So that is a different, the big players, and how we immediately forget the bad shot. You know, Masters today is on the sky, and now it's like that. All the big players is make a bogey, forget it. next shot is perfect. That defines the biggest athletes in all sports. And I think will be a good lesson every season. Everything will be better and better. I'm pretty sure.
You've got this like extraordinary record in the Premier League from like about mid-February onwards. Like you've won something like 102, 129 games. You only lost like 12 in this period. You really come alive. You've overhauled Arsenal sort of twice before. Do you think that you're the last team that they would want chasing them? Like you've overhauled them before. Everyone knows just how strong you are, and it's fine.
I don't know what's going to happen. The gap is big. 9 points, one game in hand, but you got to win. In hand, so this is big. I think Nottingham Forest and West Ham. Finishes a lot to do big. Maybe we can do it again. This is big, you know. Arsenal. I'm not saying now because I say now, not before they can answer next week. Beat Arsenal once is imagine twice and we look again. The Champions League didn't lose one game. We won all and draw one. So I would believe the numbers and the way this consistent, solid and everything on the details is top. I don't know. I think it happened because the results that you said in the last years and since February is because the winter here is so tough. And the sun, springtime, I don't know, our souls rise and we feel better, that's why we win. That is the reason why this season we are not good because the weather is not.
I mean, you talk though, like about, you've talked a lot in the past about Real Madrid and the weight of history in the Champions League and being kings of the competition. The reality in the Premier League over the last 8 or 9 seasons, is that what City have, this weight of history, this aura about you? That has got to count for something. It's got to play on the minds of it.
We show that I'm completely agree. Because now we are not 7 in the Premier League or 8 in the Premier League, so we are second fighting. It's not a bad season. Bad season was the last one, but this season when you compete until the end, and we're arriving again 18 in a row semi-finals. Arsenal is top team, but Arsenal didn't get the semi-finals this season. It's so difficult. We're 8 in a row. That is the thing. The Premier League season when we started win the first Premier League, won 16 in 8 years in this. Of course, in the Champions League, English teams except Arsenal have never been well in the knockout stages. Because I have an opinion completely that Champions League is completely different. We saw they involve in many decisions for the referees in these competitions. Oh my God, making out and have a vast experience of that. But
so is your aura a weapon? Is your aura a weapon?
The aura is when you start on Sunday at 4:30. I think so. The referee behave like that. The aura doesn't make you win, make results. But most of the players, not now, but in recent past, it's just okay. We have done it many times. We can do it again, and know exactly the 10, 15, 20 games left. Okay, we have to win every single game. We've done it in the past, and we can do it. Or maybe we know exactly what we have to do to win it. But that doesn't define a season in the Premier League. The season in the Premier League 11 months. In the 11 months, there are a lot of games that we were good, but not good enough to win the games. Like in the past, I always would find a way to win the games, playing really, really bad, but a way to win games. And this season we didn't find. So in terms of points, it's not comparing the season with Jurgen and Liverpool 90, or Arsenal 90, 89, 80. I don't know. This season we have not been the best, but I think I give it the opinion like it's a lot of new things, a lot of new players, and this time give a lot of the players and personalities that had in the past. And right now we are building on that. In the future, we will be ready to be closer in terms to, or at least continue to fight for the Premier League.
Then, if you are to win the title, you almost certainly going to have to beat Arsenal next week. The fact that you are playing them, does that help you for this weekend? Because it's just one game where you have to win to put yourselves in that position where you can try.
We don't have to make. Listen, I'm not to confess something special for the fact that what we have to do to be until the last games of the season, Aston Villa or Brentford before, Crystal Palace to try to fight for the league. Talking about Arsenal, understand for a bit that it's easy to place the role. Maybe don't need to make the press conference before Arsenal because it will be over. Everybody knows it. You know it, I know it, the players know it, everybody knows it, England knows it. There's how many games left, I think you know. Oh, so no, I don't want to forget about it. So 9 points is a lot of points against Arsenal. So, but if we win there, if we win Arsenal at home, and that, of course, always you live the illusion that, you know, the wish always is there to try to do it. But the reality, I'm not naive to say, it's going to happen. West Ham and Nottingham, we play to win both games, and we have points. Of course, we have a chance because it was in our hands. It was Arsenal have to come here. That is what it is. The end is fair enough. Premier League, always I said, is the most difficult competition for me. The most, I don't know, prestigious. It doesn't matter. It's the most difficult because it's 11 months, 30 fixtures. Everybody can happen many things, and that's why I give a lot of credit. So when we won, or when the opponents won, it's it.
That's clear, Rob. Thank you.
You said a couple of weeks ago that you felt that this team was very close to reaching their top level, being a top team, and since then you've had 2 big results, Arsenal and Liverpool, and not only that, the performances in those games I think felt towards like a top level performance from a top team. Do you think in the last couple of weeks something has changed, or something clicked? Have they made a step up as a group?
The click should be done earlier, right? There will be more chances. Yeah, sometimes it's later. It's what it is. I said, man, the more that we are able to do it, we are able to do it. But to win the title, to do it every single 3 days. And the team still was not during the season. But still we are there. We have a semi-final FA Cup ahead of us to reach a final FA Cup and Premier League. Until it's over, it's not over. So we have to go there to our performance. But, you know, we proved even in October, in early moments, against like, wow. But after that, we dropped. We are not like being stable like Arsenal have proven this season for many reasons. So, yeah, but it's a good lesson, and for the next season, we'll be better.
Thank you.
With the man marking and the compact defending, the free man is getting harder and harder to find. So how much of a challenge that has been for you in recent times, and what have you done to try to find it or do something?
You have to be more direct, a little bit more. The connection from the keeper for the people up front has to be better. Always when I pass the ball to the front row, it's easier than I have to cry for the back seat. So it's safer this pass than this pass, but you lose more passes there than here. But despite of that, even when one marking, you can do. You can play and use the pockets and use the positions. You can do it. You make one process good, because it's not easy to do it. But if you do it well, you can do it. And after that, it can be more dangerous for the man-marking teams. It can be more dangerous. And we prove it. We prove it in several games here in this season against man-marking teams. That when we do one specific concept, every system has his weaknesses. Deep block, man-marking, 5-4-3, always. If you make the proper movements, always you can do it. But I admit, when it's all the time man-marking, you have to use the other option, that is long balls. If you win that ball, always you can run and you can create a problem for the.
Thank you, everyone.
Thank you.